Hey, it's nutritionist and maintainable weight loss coach Trisha Mandis, also the author of this book, The Optimal Eating Solution. And I am thrilled because I have an amazing client who's about to graduate the program, Molly Godfrey. She's 34. She's a small business owner, lives in Easton, Pennsylvania, a wife, a mother of two, and also just an amazing person. So Molly, thank you so much for being here and sharing your story with us.
Thank you for having me.
You are so welcome. So how did you struggle with your weight and your health before you started working with me as your nutritionist and your personal coach? What was going on in your life that you were struggling with?
So, and in general, I've struggled my whole life, from like childhood. Um, but specifically within the last couple years, I have needed to take SSRIs for mental health disorders. And also having two pregnancies is not real fun on my body. So the weight just kept adding and not coming off. And everything I tried just didn't work. And I assumed it was because of my SSRIs, but obviously this works. So this is the first time I've actually got to lose like a decent, more than decent, large amount of weight. So
Okay, so when you say you struggled your whole life, does that mean with weight?
weight, yes, sorry,
I
yes.
no problem at all. And for anyone who doesn't know, SSRIs are certain medications that are prone to cause weight gain.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great. How else did you struggle, if in any way, like with energy or anything else with your health that you were concerned about above and beyond weight and the medications before you joined?
Definitely tired all the time. And also my cholesterol levels have been high twice now. I haven't had them checked since starting this program, but I will like almost guarantee they're much better than last time. So that kind of scared me just being 34, and my father has high cholesterol. I didn't want to go down that road. And also I had gestational diabetes with my son Kelly, and didn't want to ever have that again because that was not fun.
So it sounds like it was a concern of weight, but then also health concerns at the same time, but an additional challenge of being on medications where you were prone to weight gain.
Yes, and these were non-optional medications. I have to be on them. So it was like I felt stuck that I had to choose between losing weight and being crazy or gaining weight and being happy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I could do both.
What was that like for you to feel caught in between those two worlds?
Trapped, very trapped.
And then how did you feel after we did our free consult? You decided to join the program. How did you feel like right when you made that decision?
I felt great. I feel like I love your enthusiasm. You're so easy to talk to. And I was excited to actually do something that has worked for, I think it's 95% of people. So that made me feel pretty good. You had also talked to me about other people being on medications and still losing weight. So I was very hopeful that I could do it.
Okay, great. So you went from this place of feeling trapped to hopeful. Yay, that's fantastic. So then you joined the program and it's been 10 weeks. And what results, benefits, life changes have you experienced since eating optimally and us working together?
I have lost 24 pounds, 3 inches off my waist, and 4 inches off my hips, which I feel like when I say that, it doesn't sound like a lot, but that's just huge.
It is. I mean, to me, it sounds like a lot, but yeah, that's considerable change in clothing right there.
Yes. So those are kind of like the concrete numbers of what I've seen. But just in general, having more energy, feeling satisfied when what I eat and not feeling deprived, which is always a problem for me with any other thing I tried. And also I would always go down a road where I would eat bad food and then you just want to keep eating bad food and nothing satisfied you at all, versus almost every meal is just satisfying as it is, even if it's just a potato or a sweet potato or whatever. And then, yeah, some more energy, not taking any naps anymore. I have clear skin, which wasn't really an issue, but I just noticed that it looks better.
Mhm.
And also, during my menstrual cycle, I am having much less PMS symptoms, which is huge for me because basically the last probably 10 years or so, I feel like I'm going to have the flu every month, and I don't feel that way anymore.
Yeah, how has that changed your life? Like not feeling like you're gonna have the flu every time you get your period.
That's amazing. Like to the point, like I want to call every doctor I know and say, like, I hate that I spent 10 years feeling this way, and it could have been corrected with a pretty easy solution.
Yeah, yeah, that can be really frustrating for people for sure. So you've seen doctors about that.
Um, I feel I worked for a gynecologist forever, so they just know me. So it was always like I known that I just felt horrible and, you know, had a headache, felt like I was gonna be sick, just awful. Like literally anyone that's had morning sickness, I felt like that for the entire week leading up to my period.
And you used to struggle with headaches. Can you tell us about that and where you're at with headaches now after eating optimally?
Yes, I have not had a headache. I think I've had one since I've started the program, but it was stress related, which is a very common reason I get headaches. Nothing to do with the program, just outside life. But I would have headaches growing up, starting in childhood and elementary school, through my whole life. And I mean, at one point in my life, for most of my definitely school life, elementary, middle, high school, college, I had a headache every single day.
Wow.
Some days it wasn't horrible. It was kind of like, it's just there. And other days it's debilitating migraines that I can't leave my bed.
Wow. So you went from having a headache sometimes almost every day to only having one in 10 weeks.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy for you to hear that. That's fantastic. That's awesome. And how has not taking daily naps affected your life? I know there was a concern about spending time with your kiddos and how lack of energy and naps was affecting how active you were with them. How has that changed your life?
It's awesome. I feel like I have so much more time that I'm not wasting on a 3 hour nap in the middle of the day. My one son doesn't take naps anymore, so him and I get to have one-on-one time while my younger one is asleep, which I know Ari just absolutely loves and needs. Gives me time to do a workout if my husband's home.
Because you're doing that again now too.
Yeah.
That's what.
Gives me more time to cook, just basically do anything I want. I feel like I have more time to just do me.
Yeah, and that is so important. So 3 more hours of life for you, for yourself and your family. That's amazing. That's fantastic. So happy for you and proud of you. And for the person watching this video right now, Molly achieved this without counting calories, without portion control, without eating less food, by focusing on eating food she only likes or love that are simultaneously optimal, that promote both improved health, but also weight loss at the same time, because those aren't always mutually exclusive things. So what was that like for you? What are other things that you've tried in the past that didn't work?
I feel like I tried honestly like everything except like Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig. I've definitely tried counting calories and limiting to a point where I would do really well and lose weight, but then you're starving.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just completely derails. I've tried to do just more working out and burn myself out, and then got to a point where I just didn't even want to do it because it felt like torture. Um, I've done,
Right?
I did Noom, which was probably the best thing I tried outside of this, but just not the same. It's just they don't go into the food aspect of it. They're like the psychology of it and why you eat, and I understand that's like huge and important. But explain. I've learned so much about food that I thought I knew and didn't from you. That's what's crucial and important.
Beautiful. Fantastic. And you did all of this while COVID is going on. We're in the middle of a pandemic. You have young kids, you own your own business. Like, there are stressors going on in your life right now. So
For
how does it
sure.
feel for you to achieve this amongst all of life's challenges right now?
I feel proud of myself because typically it would be very easy to sit at home and order takeout and just, yeah, not do anything for my health. And I feel like I went in the right direction during the pandemic instead of gaining weight. Because I was very aware that that was going to happen to people being home and stressed and all of that. So right off the bat, I kind of just didn't want to go down that road. But yeah, it's really not that hard to eat this way when I am stressed because I have options that I can eat that are like comfort. So I can have pasta or just whole wheat, or I can have potatoes, which is just delicious.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you feel like it's become like a foundation or something to support you during stressful times versus food being something you spiral out on when things are hard?
Yeah, I would say definitely.
That's awesome. What hesitations did you have about signing up and why?
My only hesitation was the cost.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just because, it's an investment, but I thought about it and it's the best investment you can make. And it was something I needed to do, and I needed to see, I needed something to work. Nothing was working, and I really liked you and how open you were. And when you came into my shop, I mean, I felt really comfortable, and you had amazing arms. So,
Like,
uh, um,
take my coat off right now.
so yeah, it just made it that much easier to choose you. And I also like that I got to do meet with a personal fitness trainer because I've never been able to do that. And I just wanted to see, like, am I doing things wrong? What should I be doing for my body? Exercise doesn't need to feel horrible. So yeah.
That's awesome. And I know Natasha, our personal fitness trainer that works with all of our clients as part of the program, like, had nothing but amazing things to say about you too. So yeah, congrats on exercising again
Thank
and
you.
regularly. You're doing a great job with that after a year of like not. So that's
Yes.
a huge accomplishment in and of itself. Do you regret joining the program considering what the investment was?
Not at all.
Cool. That's awesome. I'm very happy to hear that for multiple reasons for you and other ones. Would you recommend the program to other women like in their mid 30s that have kids that are struggling with energy, that may also be in other medications, SSRIs or otherwise? Why or why not?
I honestly would recommend it to anyone, basically at any age that is struggling, because it's definitely, I feel like if you're younger, it's even more awesome because I never knew how to read a label. Like I knew on the back of, nutrition labels, like if it had a lot of stuff, like I had no idea what it was. But the way you explain stuff just makes it so much easier to understand. So I would definitely recommend it to anybody. And I'm always very hesitant about any kind of diets or, oh, people say this works or that works. But I just felt like I trusted you and needed to try it. And I'm so glad I did because it's not a gimmick. It's real. And it's not a diet that's just taking the weight off and making me unhealthy. And it's helping your health as well, which is so important.
Yeah, that's a big hell yeah to that. There's no way I would have been able to eat optimally for over 10 years myself if it was anything other than sustainable and like filling, because this Italian woman loves to eat food. That is for sure. What are you most excited for yourself, Molly, moving forward now that you have eating optimally and exercising regularly again under your belt?
I feel like given the information I've learned in the program and the support I've had and pep talks when I need it, I feel really confident that I am going to actually hit my goal weight, which I just have never done. I like that. I think I'm gonna just keep exercising because I actually have been enjoying that. I really like lifting more than I knew. So yeah, but my biggest thing is I feel like I can actually achieve what I want without quitting.
That's awesome. That's huge. And do you feel like it's going to be a sustainable thing that you can do for years and years and years for the rest of your life?
For sure.
Hell yeah. All right, great. That makes me very happy. Is there anything else you want to share or say to the other person watching this right now?
All I would say is try it. Definitely try it.
Great.
You won't be sorry.
Thank you so much for your time right now and for being the amazing woman, human that you are. It's been such a joy and so much fun and an honor to be here with you. And you just royally kicked ass. So congratulations on all your results. I can't wait to see you continue to improve from afar.
Thank you. Ditto.